Becoming a Jonin is a really huge change for a ninja. As a genin, they're allowed to go on low-level missions like walking little old ladies across the street, catching stray cats, picking up garbage out of a lake, and gaining experience along the way. As a Chunin, they were actually allowed to command a team of their peers on mid-level missions and in some cases even higher ranking missions. However, when you become a Jonin, the bar of expectations is raised drastically. Now you're expected to teach at the academy, grooming the next generation of ninja, but then in time, you're expected to lead your own team of Genin, steering them into their ninja careers. That's a major responsibility because you have to develop a three-man team that's fresh from the academy, wet behind the ears, until they become skilled enough to reach the rank of Chunin and become eligible to lead their own teams onto missions. Most Naruto fans already know this, as well as the fact that the Jonin leaders of the Konoha 12 were Kakashi, Kurenai, Might Guy, and Asuma. However, what some of you guys may not know is that before the Inoshika trio, Asuma was also the Jonin leader of another group of Genin. In today's Naruto To Go video, we're going to be looking at Asuma's first student. Now, just as a side note, this is a brand new series I'm bringing onto the channel, and essentially these Naruto To Go videos are meant to be little 3 to 4 minute videos filled with information for casual fans who might be interested in some of the topics in the series and just little quick videos to get you through your day. Now, when you think about it, it does make sense that Asuma had other students before Shikamaru. During the Chunin exams, Asuma remarked that this was Kurenai's first time leading a team of Genin through the Chunin exams. That in itself is our very first hint that Asuma did more than smoke cigarettes and spend time with Kurenai between missions, working on some one-on-one cooperation ninjutsu. The truth is that the 7 years before Shikamaru, Asuma did command a team of Genin, likely sometime after he returned from Konoha after his stint as being a guard for the feudal lord for the Land of Fire. The name of this lone surviving student from this team is Inomatsu. Now, it's never explained to us what happened to the other members of Inomatsu's team, but given the climate of that time period, it makes a lot of sense that the other two members of that team were killed in action. The time that Naruto grew up in, especially before he went to the academy, was a lot different than the current era of Boruto, and Konoha wasn't too far removed from the Third Great Ninja War, which means they were really low on ninja, which means that Genin teams were given missions far more difficult than the ones that they were prepared for. There weren't many dog walking missions to go around during that time, and if you got one of them, you might as well have considered yourself lucky. As for when Inomatsu actually showed up in the story, when you actually see him in the Naruto manga is at Asuma's funeral. In volume 37 of the manga, when he's shown being standing behind Konohamaru, mourning along with all the other members of the Konoha village who knew Asuma. If you're an anime only viewer, which I know a lot of you are, then you wouldn't have seen him, since this is one of the many changes that the anime made to the Naruto story when it adapted the manga. While some of the small changes like this one are some you can gloss over, others are a bit larger, but that's another video for another day. Inomatsu never made it past being a Genin. Still, being a Genin at the age of 23, which puts him in pretty good company when you think about it, since Naruto was still a Genin when he got married, which according to the novel for the marriage that it took place in was 5 years after the Fourth Great Ninja War, placing Naruto as a 22-year-old Genin. Just as a side note, that's one of my problems with the Naruto Shippuden anime adaptation for the different novels that it did, because the way that the novels were presented and the information that was being withheld had a lot of people wrongfully believing that the wedding took place a lot sooner than it was, and that Naruto was already a Jonin when it happened. Now, I know someone's gonna bring up the Shippuden episode of 480 where Naruto got promoted to being a Jonin, but that was an anime only filler, and the events of Naruto the Last in that data book that Kishimoto wrote, Kishimoto stated that Naruto was still a Genin and Shikamaru and Sakura were the only Jonin from the Konoha 11. So again, Inomatsu, before anyone cracks a joke, is actually in pretty good company. That's it for this first edition of Naruto To Go. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you learned something new. If you want more detailed videos, be sure to check out the other playlists on the channel. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have an awesome day.